What is going on, guys? My name is Ethan and welcome to the Phantom Hub. Today we are going to be ranking all of the songs off Logic's No Pressure album. I honestly really liked this album. I think it was the best project Logic has put out since The Incredible True Story back in 2015, so I feel like it is going to be quite difficult to rank these songs, but just remember, this is my opinion, not yours. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What would your list look like compared to mine? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Coming in at number 14 is 5 Hooks. Now, if I was ranking all 15 songs, Obediently Yours would have been number 15, but since I don't really feel like that qualifies as a song, we're going to start it off here. Now, 5 Hooks is a good song, I really like it. That's the problem when you have an album in which every song is good. You have to put something in the last spot, and this is just what I chose for the last spot. For me, this song doesn't really have any standout qualities. It's not super catchy. I don't even think it has 5 hooks, so it just doesn't stand out in any significant way. It's not super catchy. It doesn't do anything better than any of the other songs do. It's really just a solid track that helps with the flow of the album, and that's really all I have to say about it. At number 13, we have Amen. Now, I have basically all the same complaints that I have about 5 Hooks as I do about Amen. The only thing that keeps Amen above 5 Hooks is the fact that Amen is a little bit more rememberable. It's got some singing in it, it's a little bit catchier, but I still gave it the same score. They seem about equal. Not enough to give it a 7, but not low enough for a 6, so I put it right in the middle. I don't really have much criticism for this track. It's just one of the more mediocre ones on the album, and that's why it takes our 13 spot. At number 12, I put A to Z. Now, for some reason, I've seen a lot of people say they really like this track, and I can see where people like it. I just didn't like it as much as most of the other songs in the album. This one was one of my least favorites just because of the second half of the song. I do actually like the first half of the song a lot, and I think if the whole song was like the first half of the song, I would really like it. It is pretty cool hearing Logic's old demo on the second half of the track, but it really takes away from the flow of the song. This track is nice to listen to when you're listening to the album all the way through in order, but as a single, I'm not adding this one to any of my playlists. Now, Perfect is one of the hardest songs I think on this project to rank because I like it. I love it actually. It is one of my favorite songs on the record. The problem with this song is it doesn't feel like it belongs on a No Pressure project. It sounds like a Bobby Tarantino song. I kind of feel like Logic made this song for a Bobby Tarantino album. The album never ended up coming out, so he threw it on his last album because obviously he's retiring and he wanted the song to get out there. But the problem with it is I just don't feel like it fits on this album. It's a very strange change of pace after listening to Soul Food 2 and then Perfect coming on and then going back to Man I Is. It's like the entire album has this kind of boom bap, grimy theme, and then there's Perfect, which sounds like it's, you know, modern day trap hip hop kind of mixed into the album. It just doesn't work, but the reason I couldn't put it in 14 is because I like it so much, so this one was difficult to rank. Moving into our top 10, we're kicking it off with Celebration. Now, this is a really great song. It is a great song to celebrate Logic's legacy, celebrate his retirement, celebrate all the things he's done over the past decade. However, I feel like as far as the song goes, the production is really good. I love the sample they used, but Logic's vocals I don't think are amazing on this song. I feel like every other song above this, he does a lot better on and are a lot more catchy in my opinion. A lot of people would rank this one higher, but I just can't. At number 9, I put GP4. Now, this is a pretty solid track. It's very smooth, Logic flows very well, the beat is very good. The only criticism I have is there's nothing huge that stands out on this track. It's just a solid track that helps move the album along and gives the album this nostalgic feel that makes it feel like a sequel to Under Pressure. If this song was just a little bit more catchy or had something else to it, I would put it higher on the list. At number 8, I put Man I Is. Now, this song is really good, but I do have the same complaints that I had about the previous song with this one. Nothing really stands out, although Logic's performance on it is really smooth, he flows well, the beat is good, the sample is good, the production is amazing. Overall, just a solid track on the album. And now we move into my favorites on the project. Open Mic Aquarius 3 is one of my favorite tracks, or I guess 2 of my favorite tracks. I guess what holds the song back from being higher up on the list is the first portion, Open Mic, It's solid, it's good, but it's nothing crazy. The only crazy thing about that is how well it transitions into Aquarius 3. I feel like Aquarius 3 is where this song really shines. It gives me incredible True Story vibes, which is my favorite Logic album, so maybe that's why I love it so much. But man, he just flows so well, the song sounds so smooth, it's super catchy and super memorable. Overall, if it was just Aquarius 3 as its own singular song, I think this would rank a lot higher, like top 3 or top 5 for me. But because it is two songs joined together, that holds it back from being higher up on the list. Coming in at number 6 is DADBOD. Now this is a pretty good song, everything about it is really good, the production, the vocals, the flow, it's a really good song, I have it on my playlist. The only complaint I might have about it is the name of the song. I think the name kinda sucks, but other than that, it's just a solid track, and it deserves the number 6 spot. At number 5, I've got Dark Place. Now this song is really good. Logic does a great job with storytelling once again. This was one of the first songs that really made me sad, and it really hit me that Logic was retiring at this point in the album when a lot of the songs are more emotional. I think by far the best thing about this song was the fact that Logic did such a great job of putting us in his shoes when telling the story in this song. At number 4, I have the introduction to the album, or the title track, No Pressure. This song got me hyped to listen to the rest of the album the second I heard it. The production is amazing, the sampling is amazing, Logic showcases his full ability to rap on this song. I think my favorite thing about this song is probably the beat. It gives me really lo-fi, under pressure vibes. It was a complete nostalgia trip for me when I first heard it, and that's why it takes our number 4 spot. Moving into my top 3, I've got Hit My Line. Now, I can totally understand why people would put this at number 1, but for me, there's just 2 other songs I think I'd prefer over this one. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't make it bad whatsoever. This song is actually really catchy and really smooth, and a great second track on the album. In this song, Logic kind of speaks about God and many of his addictions, as well as the world's problems, asking him to hit him back. The chorus of the song just makes me super happy to listen to, and the production on this track may be one of, if not the most impressive on the whole album. Overall, easily one of my favorites. I was kind of taken aback when I saw people ranking Heard 'Em Say lower on the list, because from the second I heard the song, I fell in love with it. This song is technically the last song in the No Pressure section of the album, and I think it's a perfect outro. Every single thing about the song, down to the lyrics, emotional impact, the message, and production is near perfect. The part at the end of the song where Thalia announces the end of the No Pressure section and the beginning of the Ultra 85 section of the album just gives me chills. I just wish the Ultra 85 section would have been a little bit longer and a little bit more impactful, because we all waited for it for years, but I suppose this is better than nothing. Anyways, all that aside, definitely one of my favorite songs on No Pressure. I'm sure my number 1 spot doesn't come as much of a surprise to anybody. Soul Food 2. This song was a perfect love letter to fans of Logic over the past decade, as it perfectly sequels the first Soul Food on Under Pressure. The insane production of this song, yet similar beat, makes for this song being different enough from the first song to be distinguishable as a new song, and yet doesn't try to outdo the original. The beat switch is not quite as effective at being next level like it was in Soul Food 1, but it was still great, although I still gotta get used to not saying hip-hop. The only thing I don't care for in the song is the Raquel, you're a thought scene in between the beat switch, because I still have no idea who the hell Raquel is. I get that Logic's wife was playing the voice of Raquel, but Logic's wife's name is Brittany, so not even sure what's happening here. Other than that, the second half of the song is by far my favorite, and feels very similar to Aquarius 3 with the incredible true story type beat and style of storytelling that allows Logic to flow over it seamlessly. Definitely, in my opinion, the best track on the album. So how would you guys rank this album? I think this album is probably about a 9 for me, just based on my own personal enjoyment. I don't think it was as good as Incredible True Story or Under Pressure, but I still think it made for a very solid album for Logic to end his career on. Certainly better than Supermarket and Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. But anyways guys, let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me in the future, and remember to leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know what your favorite songs on the album were and where you agree and disagree with my ranking. I am actually leaving for vacation tomorrow, so I won't be home for about 4 or 5 days, but I do have videos cooked up for you guys and scheduled, so be sure to check those out. And if you guys do enjoy music content, I do have a few uploads that I uploaded over the past few weeks. One ranking Juice's songs, one ranking X's songs, one ranking all the songs off Juice WRLD's newest album, and one talking about the status of posthumous albums in today's society. And that's really all I have to say. Take care, guys.